Go ahead and unmute me. All right, sorry about that. Just had a minor technical problem there, but it is solved. So we are on to winners round 2 here. Guap versus Smooch, and this is the first game of the stream for the night. We're checking out a seeded match here for game 1. Just kind of going by what the TOs put on which stations here, so. But yeah, and it looks like Guap is playing Pichu. Okay, and then we're going to see Smooch's Sephiroth. This feels like an uphill battle for a character like Pichu. I mean, you got to really work to get in. You got to take some damage to yourself there from those electrical attacks, but then on top of that, you're also so light, you know? It won't take much. It won't take many mistakes here for Smooch to be sending Pichu flying with that Sephiroth. But, hey, I mean, you got a pretty good advantage state to make up for that, so have to see how it goes here. So far, it's actually starting to turn out to be even. Smooch was running away with it for a bit there at the beginning, but through some careful approaches by Guap, it's definitely starting to make things a little bit more difficult for Smooch here. Those percentages are evening up fast. Smooch is having a hard time getting back onto the stage here. Way up, double jumping over the up air and then falling with the up air too. Wow. Whew. That was a ways up to go horizontally. This character can cover so much in the air. You get that wing going, which comes out at certain percentages, and that changes depending on how far behind you are. I don't know the full exactly how that works, but yeah, you get that extra double jump, you get that armor on your smash attacks. Oh, not going to connect with the second part of the thunder there out of the down throw, but dash attack at that percent is just as good, evening the stocks up here. Smooch really just trying to play like as safe as possible, it feels like, in a lot of this neutral, knowing that if Pichu gets in, that blow up happens. But tomahawk grab there from Guap, opening Smooch up here a little bit. Went for another one, tried to read the roll there, but Smooch actually would have just gotten caught going for the same option. Once Smooch has that advantage state, the Sephiroth with this advantage state is kind of spooky. Hanging out on this platform for a minute. Here's that good old-fashioned Smashville platform camping. Can't last forever. Oh, it was a good way back to the stage, but gets caught with a jab lock into the forward smash. Guap is definitely finding those aggressive options and looking for those early kills if possible. You do not want to let this Sephiroth survive for too long in this matchup. Not when you're taking damage from all your moves. Big spike there, man, for a character who's like a Sephiroth. That is a dangerous thing to happen. Wasn't quite enough to kill, though. All right, stocks at least evened up there. The down smash catching that dash in. Guap maybe getting just a little bit too aggressive there with the Thunder Spark, thinking they had time to just dash in and set up the grab, but Sephiroth's got a lot of range on that sword. You gotta be careful. There's a pretty good spacing where Sephiroth can just slash right through all that nonsense and still hit you too. You know Smooch is playing like his life depends on it right now. Guap gets the forward air, or forward throw. Yep. Yeah, come on in. Grab that headphones there. Gonna have somebody joining me here on commentary. Hey, how's it going? What's your tag for everybody at home?
My tag is Shaman.
How's it going, Shaman?
Good. I play the winner of it is Ines and Drago.
Oh,
so
interesting.
I'm waiting for them to finish right now. Smooch. That game was kind of close. Was Smooch winning? Well, I guess he's at a pretty high percent.
Yeah. Smooch was actually behind for a good part of that last stock there, but just played it real careful and was able to pull that out after all.
Yeah, as somebody that plays a tall character that is also very light and finds it very hard to hit Pichu, that matchup probably sucks. Like, it's probably very, very bad. For Sephiroth, until you get wing, and then you can maybe do like back air like 30. Pichu may just die.
Yeah. You know, I was thinking going into this that it would be the other way around, because Pichu's got to do so much to get in with the electricity, but when I'm watching it, it's kind of... It goes both ways. It feels like Pichu has to do a lot to get in, and it can look real bad at first, but then as soon as Pichu can open Sephiroth up, it starts to look real bad for Sephiroth, and just like that, off the start of it.
Yeah, and the big thing in this matchup is going to be back air and forward air on shield, because Sephiroth doesn't have many good out of shield options. Like I think his fastest out of shields that's not parry is like Nair, which is frame 9, which is followed up by his grab, which is frame 1. It's just like definitely not good enough to be good enough out of shield to combat Pichu back air and forward air. So if this Pichu can get in and get a lot of moves in on that shield that are relatively safe, then Sephiroth's gonna have a hard time.
Yeah, and you're seeing a lot of that. You've been seeing a lot of tomahawk grabs coming out here from Guap as well, just trying to bait that shield out in the air from Smooch and then finding the grab, because there's a lot Pichu can do off of that as well. Oh, that dash attack.
Yeah, yeah. That seems like a pretty decent plan, but I think a problem with that is that you don't really need to do that as Pichu, especially in this matchup. Like, you can put all this work in and be like, okay, that's gonna take the stock, but you can put all this work in, but Sephiroth, at the end of the day, the out of shield is what you're gonna worry about. So grabbing sort of combats the out of shield, but why are you combating the out of shield if you already beat it? If something with something like back air or forward air, like just use your better tools in the matchup rather than trying to outplay your opponent.
Precisely, precisely. Oh, there's a jab block again, but the orb.
That would have absolutely killed. Smooch was totally dead there if he didn't hit that side B.
You know Smooch is thanking his lucky stars on that one, and the timing worked out just right.
He's probably like, no, that's fine. That's fine.
That's one of those situations where, like, everyone goes for the 2 jabs on the jab block, just like, I guess, for the damage more so than anything else.
Yeah.
But do you just go for it after jab 1 at that point?
At that point, I think I would just, I don't know. So first off, I don't play Pichu, but the idea at that point would probably be to parry the side B, or to just at least shield it so as to not get put into disadvantage. You're less worried about keeping your opponent in disadvantage and more worried about yourself not getting put in disadvantage. Because if you worry too much about your opponent being in disadvantage, I mean, your opponent already won neutral 5 seconds in advance with that side B. So you want to keep your opponent in a disadvantaged state, but also not like explode trying to do it.
Right, right.
See, like that, he had nothing he could do. He had to do a full hop and then turn around and up tilt, which is a great play. But if Guap just did something like a back air, maybe like an auto cancel back air, forward air, then it would have been really hard for Smooch to combat that. But Smooch making the good plays.
Yeah, going 2-0.